Now we will go into the detailed operations of how to control the BaoFeng UV-15R walkie-talkie. As you can see, this is the keypad with a large LCD screen. You will notice down here there are 4 key buttons: menu, up and down, and the exit button. The menu allows you to choose sub-menus. The up and down allows you to scroll through the different sub-menus or to select the different options within each sub-menu. Exit is to get out back to the home page or to cancel an operation. The menu button is also to confirm or select the selection within a sub-menu. So let's get down to it. As you can see from the screen, there is a top line and a bottom line. This allows you to know that you have 2 frequencies that you are choosing to monitor, or 2 frequencies that you can quickly select between the 2. We'll call the top one line A and the bottom one line B. You will notice that there is an arrow. Every time I press the exit button, it will scroll between A and B. So when the arrow is on the top line, means that when you press to transmit, it will transmit on the top line. If I press the exit button and the arrow drops to the bottom line or line B, when you transmit, it will transmit on the bottom frequency. Next thing, which is important, is the menu button. If I press and hold, it will switch between 2 modes. One mode is called the frequency mode, and the other one is called the channel mode. The channel mode is simply the ability to go into the preset modes. However, if you go into the frequency mode, it's the same as going for a manual frequency entry mode. So let me show that to you right now. Now we are in the channel mode. I press and hold to go into the frequency mode.
Frequency mode.
So you need to press for 2 seconds for it to switch between the 2 modes. I press this and hold again.
Channel mode.
Now it's in the channel mode again. In the channel mode, you will notice there are 2 numbers here. Each number refers to the preset channel presets. So for example, if I press the up button, it will go to channel 2. I press the up button again,
3.
you go to 3.
4. 5. 6.
And so on. If I press down, it goes backwards.
5. 4. 3.
But if I switch the arrow to the bottom, it will do that same thing to the bottom.
2. 1.
Right now, there's already 21 presets. So after from 1, if I press down, you go to
2. 1.
which is 21. And you will go down to 20,
2. 0. 1. 9.
19, 18, 17, and so on. That is only because there is a standard preset of 21 channels loaded inside the UV-15R. If I press and hold, you will go to the frequency mode.
Frequency mode.
So let's say right now in the frequency mode. If I were to press the menu 1 time and let go, not press and hold, I will go into the sub-menus.
Menu.
As you can see, we are in the sub-menus. And this is the sub-menu number 6. If I press the up and down button, you will go through the sub-menus. There are a total number of 42 sub-menus. I will not go through all of them, but I will show you the important ones. Example, the first one here is called the step frequency. This is when you are in the frequency mode and you have pressed this up button. Every time you press it, the frequency will increment by 2.5
Menu.
kilohertz. If you want to change this frequency step, you just press the menu to select,
Frequency step.
and then you can select up and down. As you can see, it will jump between 2.5, 5, 6.25, and so on. When I'm happy with my selection of 2.5 kHz, I will press menu to confirm.
Confirm.
Now I can go and press up and down to go to the next submenu. This is to control your transmission power. It's on high power now. If I want to switch it to low, I press menu.
Power.
I go up and down again. It will toggle between high and low. Same thing with the up button. If I'm happy with the high power setting, I'll press menu to confirm
Confirm.
my selection. I can then go to the next submenu. There is power save, Vox level. Vox means voice operated control. You can read more about this in the instruction manual. Bandwidth, backlight. For example, if I wanted the backlight, which is this little display now, to reduce from 10 seconds to 1 second, I press it,
Backlight.
I toggle it down to 1 second, and I press confirm.
Confirm.
You will notice the light goes off practically immediately, nearly immediately, but it's actually after 1 second. So similarly, if I wanted to increase it back to 10 seconds, I need to press the menu,
Menu.
select
Backlight.
backlight, and toggle it back to 10 seconds.
Confirm.
And now it will stay on for 10 seconds before the light goes off. This 10 seconds is if you do not touch any of the buttons. D-Wait is an important one. D-Wait allows you to dual watch operations. What this simply means is that if you remember, you have two frequencies. If the dual wait operations is on, it will allow you to listen to both frequencies at one time, but it will transmit on where the arrow is. So when you press to talk or press to transmit, it will transmit to the frequency that the arrow is on, but it's constantly listening to both frequencies.
Menu.
If I do not like to use this function, I will just need to switch this to off. Press menu to select,
Confirm.
and right now, if the arrow is on the top line, it will listen only on the top line and transmit on the top line. The bottom line only allows you for a quick switch to down to the lower line for you to transmit or receive.
Menu.
Toggling up, the beep button allows you to switch the beep sound.
Deprompt.
I switch it off,
Confirm.
and now as I press the different selections, there's no more beep sound.
Deprompt.
I'm turning on again, I press select or confirm,
Confirm.
and the beep comes back on. The next one is important is the time over transmission or TOT. This is a number of seconds. What this means is that if you were to press and hold the transmit button, it will limit you to 150 seconds,
Menu.
as that is what the selection is. This time over transmission means that if you press the button and you tell a story or tell a joke or give certain instructions that last longer than 150 seconds, you will actually automatically stop transmitting after 150 seconds. Now, the reason for this is because there are cases where people may take this walkie-talkie and place it in their pocket and accidentally press the press to talk button. Maybe a key is pressing it inside their pocket. That's effectively jamming that whole frequency in that network because you're transmitting all the time. So after 150 seconds, this action of accidentally pressing the press to talk button will be terminated, so that it gives other people a chance to receive and continue to communicate with each other. But the person who's still having this walkie-talkie inside his pocket with the button pressed, he will not hear anybody. A more practical
Menu.
amount to set will be 30 seconds.
Transmit.
So I'm just pressing down. You can see the seconds dropping all the way down to 30 seconds. I press confirm.
Confirm.
It's now 30 seconds. Scrolling up, I have the RX DCS. This is a code that you can use to increase your security of your frequency. So is CTCSS. This RX in front refers to receive CTCSS. This is transmit DCS. This is transmit CTSS. Let's talk a bit on detail about this. Imagine you have a certain frequency as we are on now, 155.025.
Menu.
If I were to set this CTCSS
Def.
to 67.0, just think of it as a code.
Confirm.
What happens right now is that people who are transmitting on this same frequency without the CTCSS on, meaning that it is on off, they will not be able to hear and listen to what the people who is on the 155 same frequency
Menu.
but with the CTCSS code of 67. Just think of it as 155A, 155B and 155C. So 155C will not be able to hear what people are talking on 155A and vice versa. So it's very important to remember that this is a critical element of your setting of frequencies.
Menu.
In addition, if you choose to use 67.0 for the transmission CTCSS, it is critical to also set the receive CTCSS to be the same, so that you're able to receive and transmit on the same code.
Confirm.
So as you can see, I've set the 67.0 for receive and the transmission 67.0, and I'm talking about CTCSS. DCS is a different form of code and is not the same as the CTCSS. As we go up through the different options, you can see there's quite a lot. Let's talk about this one, MDFA. So MDFA refers to the top line A, B refers to the bottom line. When you say frequency, it means that it will display the frequency.
Menu.
If I go and select this, I change it to name, and I have a name for A, what will happen is that 435, maybe I might call it Cougar frequency. So what will happen is that you will see the name Cougar here instead of the frequency number.
Menu.
If I press it again, I select it to something else, I see frequency and I see name. So it's a selection of what you want. This MDFB refers to the bottom line. Auto lock function is another critical function. It allows you to automatically lock the keypad from people accidentally tampering or inadvertently reselecting some settings.
Menu.
This is especially important if you're using this with children or people who are unfamiliar with the walkie-talkie. Why is this so? Imagine you set a particular frequency and the person who's unfamiliar with the walkie-talkie accidentally changes the frequency. You would have effectively lost all communications with that person. So by locking the keypad, it prevents them from tampering with the settings. Let me demonstrate how it's done.
Menu.
If I were to set this to on, I select it on and press menu to confirm it.
Confirm.
If I do not press the keypad for approximately 5 seconds, the keypad will actually lock by itself, as it has happened now. Now when it's locked, as you can see, I press the menu button. I can press up and down. The frequency will not change. Nothing will operate. No readjustments of settings can be done. However, the only way to unlock it is to press this button with the little key symbol down here. Press and hold it for 3 seconds before it's unlocking the keypad.
Unlock.
Now I can go back
Menu.
and continue to control the walkie-talkie. So now I'll switch off the auto lock function.
Confirm.
Moving on, there are many other settings you can do. One of them would be the memory channel, and the other one would be the delete channel. This is important. So let's say right now I wanted to save a particular frequency inside channel 22. So what I do is that I'm in the frequency mode. I can just press a number that I want, which is 452.2225.
Menu.
I go to memory channel. I press menu to select.
Memory channel.
I toggle up and down to select channel 22. You will notice the number 22 there, and the CH disappears. If I go back to 21, you will see the CH is there. The reason why the CH is there in 21 is because the CH, there is a channel 21 that's already saved inside the walkie-talkie, but 22 is empty, and that's why there's no CH there. So if I were to press menu now, I'm actually saving a frequency inside channel 22.
Confirm. Menu.
As you can see, I press menu to confirm it, and there's now a CH under 22. Now, if I wanted to change the frequency from 452 to 455, I just press 455, and you can see the new frequency has been keyed in. Next, I will demonstrate the use of the delete function.
Menu.
If I wanted to save something under memory 22, I cannot just do it by pressing
Memory
menu
channel.
and pressing
Just
confirm.
delete memory.
The reason is because there's already a saved frequency inside 22. I need to first delete channel 22 before saving this new frequency in 22.
Menu.
Menu, press the top button, I go to the delete. You'll notice the CH there. I press the menu to select,
Delete channel.
and I confirm it.
Confirm.
Now, channel 22 has been deleted. I key in the frequency that I want, which is 455. I press menu.
Menu.
I go to save, which is memory.
Memory channel.
I toggle up to 22, and you see the CH disappears. I press memorize or confirm, and now it is saved under 22. Notice this is frequency mode. If I were to press the menu button and press and hold, I'll switch back to channel mode.
Channel mode.
And if you look carefully now, you will see the frequency saved under channel 22.
Menu.
As I toggle up again, we can go through all the various sub-menus. And as mentioned, there's a total of 42 different settings that you can use. All these can be found inside the instruction manual. It's very comprehensive and will show all the different sub-menus with a clear explanation what they are used for. I hope you have a good time using the UV-15R.